Hello and welcome to Chaturday Live. My name is Jay Robinson, the host, and you're watching Chaturday Live, the home of live entertainment in support of mental health awareness. We're here right now in Harraby Theatre in Carlisle. We've got a massive show for you this evening. We've not got one guest. We were going to only have three, but now we've got five in total. So it's going to be a brilliant show. So make sure you stick around. I'm just watching the guys in the background, so you'll be right. So we do have a live audience for once. Say hello, guys. Just one, that's it. Well done there. We'll try again. Say hello, guys. That was so good. So what we're going to do tonight, we're going to have a quick conversation with Russ, our guest. Russ is joining us. The reason why we got you on the show is because you play a big part in Harraby Theatre. So could you just give us a brief description where we are and what it is?
Well, currently I'm a trustee at Harraby Theatre, as you know, and we're just getting everything started again with all the events. So obviously the planning's going well, and we've got quite a few events coming up. Obviously, these lads are going to talk more about that later on. But no, at the moment, we're just getting everything started up again.
So this community, so obviously it's a theatre, but it's not a standalone building. There's other buildings attached to it then. So what is the basis of this community centre then?
This community is part of a complex. So kind of you've got the theatre, which is obviously what we're in now, which is part of it. We've also got all the facilities around it, all the function rooms. We've also got the sport complex as well. So this is more like the hub of the community. So we obviously, there's loads of different areas that are available to hire, and it's not just stuck to obviously just this one theatre. It's so expansive, and there's so much more that we can actually do here.
So the reason why we've got you on the show is because, as we've stated in our posts, live entertainment is coming back, and indoor live entertainment is coming back now as well. So rather than talking about what's coming up, I'd like to actually ask you how the last year has actually been for the theatre. And obviously, you've lost a lot of, income, as well as obviously people enjoying themselves, coming to the theatre and enjoying the place. So what has been going on in the background then, and how have everybody been taking it?
Obviously, been the same as for everybody. It's been very stop-start. We have had everything going on, and then we've had to stop because of COVID, and then we've just tried to stay positive. So we've had everything in the background. We've just been planning how we're going to do it again, how we're going to get people coming back again. We've kept our social media going the entire time. Like, we haven't actually stopped. Whereas a lot of centres and places were shut down, we've kept going behind the scenes the entire time where we can, where we can plan and where we can kind of think for the future. We've obviously kept going with that. So with events, obviously we've had to reschedule them all. That's been the hard bit. Every time we keep having the rug swept out from under us, and we've had to keep trying and planning straight again and again and again. But we're still going, and we're still going strong, and we've still got plenty of events for the rest of the year.
That's a good question, actually. So before COVID hit, anybody that watches the show regularly, you'll know that we don't like to talk about the pandemic, anything that happens in the news. We stay away from it. But in regards to this conversation, the reason why we're talking about it is because it is arts. And in my opinion, it's one of the careers or standalone entertainments that's just kind of been pushed to the side, and no one's really remembered it or forgotten it or even cared that it disappeared government-wise, and financially. So now, obviously, it's coming back. We're trying to make it big that, those guys that are sitting at home, obviously, you want to go out to your local pub and restaurant and spend time with your family. Of course you do, but don't forget the arts is now back open. So go and support your local bands, artists, theatres, cinemas. Go to the places that have been shut the longest that really need you to get back. So you had a lot of gigs or acts or shows booked last year. Yep. So did they all get moved, get cancelled? What's the idea with all that?
A couple of them unfortunately got cancelled because we have to try and reschedule them all. There was a few that we just couldn't kind of fit in, but the majority of them, they've all been rescheduled. We're pretty chock-a-block for the rest of this year, so a lot of them have had to be pushed onto next year as well. There's literally not a single weekend where we haven't got an event starting from June. Every single weekend we're fully booked in the theatre.
Bear with us 2 seconds. I'm just going to grab my sound guy. Could you just turn that up for me? I'm going to point to it. Just come around here. That's it. It just makes more sense. The black box, there's 2 dials on the front. Just give them a turn up a tiny bit, each of them. That's it. And that one a little bit more. Swing around.
In the machine already. Ghost in the machine already.
That's so fine. Like I say, thanks very much for our sound guy. He's going to get paid later on.
He's done a top job.
Standard job. Love it. That's live entertainment for you, and that's what we're here for. So you would have had, like you say, this is a community theatre, but you have acts from all over the country, if not some places over the world as well, that come to the UK. You have singing acts, comedians, stand-up, magicians, all sorts that come here. anything that's going to be rebooked that people may have been looking forward to next year that they can obviously?
I think the main one locally that people are going to look forward to here is the Panto.
Okay.
Obviously, last year we couldn't do the Panto because of COVID. This year the Panto is rebooked for December, and we've already sold 200 tickets for that, and it always sells out. So I think in the local kind of Harraby area, especially, that's what everyone's going to be looking forward to is the Panto. For a lot of other people, personally, it's going to be the comedy acts as well, which are coming. Got loads of big ones coming up, and then also we've got a gig to announce at some stage, which we're keeping secret for October, which will be
talking about later on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've also got a ska and reggae act which is coming up soon in July as well. So that one's we're looking forward to.
So if anybody is not already currently subscribed to all of your social media pages, because you're on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, I mean, is it just that on YouTube? What's the handle? Where can they find you?
And the best thing to go is www.harrabytheatre.co.uk. It's just that's our main website. That's the best place to go for it. And it's got all our booking information on there. It's got all our schedules, all the timetables for all the other events and that we do here for the fitness and for the soft play as well.
I was going to say that as well with the soft play and the fitness and everything else community wise. That must be pretty good as well, opening the doors and seeing like families coming back through and using the facilities. I mean, they've probably longed for it more than you have, because obviously there's a lot of parents out there just want to take their kids out so they can burn a bit of energy. How good's it been to see people coming through the doors in the last couple of weeks?
No, it's been brilliant. You ask any of the women and the blokes who work here, they've been completely chock-a-block. We've sorted out all the bookings and everything. The families have been constantly ringing up because, like you said, they want to take their kids out to do something new other than just staying in all the time. So yeah, no, it's been really good. Yeah, it's really positive.
Oh, brilliant. And so what, obviously with the acts that I've seen that you're advertising acts for next year as well. You've got some comedy acts all coming up. Is the diary just getting full? Can people, like you say, tune into your website and then they're going to just see that like weekends, especially for next year, there's going to be entertainment on all year?
The diary for this year, the rest of this year is completely fully booked. But next year, yeah, there's still a bit of space, but it's already filling up straight away. Because even all these artists, you think they themselves, they haven't played at all these stand-ups, they haven't performed, so they're desperate to get back to stages. They're desperate to obviously show they've probably been planning their new comedy acts and all of that whilst being in lockdown. So they're desperate to come out and showcase that to everyone.
Yeah, I could imagine a comedian looking at the mirror, just literally trying to make himself laugh. It probably doesn't work.
Probably cry.
So obviously this is, like I say, I keep saying the word community because it really is a community theatre. Everybody gets the opportunity to come here for some way, shape or form. Now, last year, there was a break in lockdown because obviously we could put certain things on over certain periods. Now, you managed to put on the Polar Express, was it last year as well? How did that go down?
Well, it was fully booked. It was so booked we had to actually put on an extra day. Well, an extra performance in the day.
Oh, really?
No, it was good because it was all obviously we're all volunteers who do it. So we had all the Panto volunteers come. Somebody dressed as the train guy, and he was giving out chocolates and all of that, and the kids loved it.
Brilliant. And is there plans for it to go?
Of course. And
is there plans for it again?
Not so far, but if I can persuade Liz, if we can fit an extra date in, we will. But at the moment, it's so full this year that obviously with the Panto, they put on matinees this year for the Panto. So I think they're just focusing mainly on that for this Christmas.
Yeah. So what is the next event here? What's the next public event that people can come to?
The next event we got is Carlisle Cult Cinema Club, which is on Sunday the 4th, I think, of June. Which is obviously a guy called Paul who shows a cult film here. We do it we were doing it every single month before COVID. So we can't. If you want to see the film, you have to go to his Facebook page.
Okay.
But no, it's good. He shows a cult film. We have the bar open. No, it's a nice group of people, and it's shown in this beautiful theatre. So.
I heard bar open. That's what I heard. So I'll be here. And then, obviously, other than the Cult Cinema Club, what about
the first actual music event? We've got a band called AKA Scarfell. So they're coming on. Let me have a look at my dates.
Look to the cheat sheet.
They're coming on the Friday, the 2nd of July.
Yeah.
And they're doing all like Madness songs and Selector and specials. All your favourite Scar tracks.
And is that tickets and where?
It is tickets.
And buy those from the website.
Left tickets for that as well. So we're hoping. We're still waiting. We've got plenty to sell for that one. But
yeah.
It will.
So if you're into Scar and you want to get out, have a drink or a boogie or just socialise with some friends for a reunion back into normality in some way, shape or form, head over to the website, get yourself a ticket, get down here for a night of fun. I'm
You
sure
gonna
it will. I will. I like ska music, reggae music, and stuff like that. That's right up my alley. Yeah, but then again, I like all sorts of music, so I don't like to offend people. There are certain musics that I don't like listening to, but we won't talk about that, just in case there's anybody that's watching that might have a, disagreement with that. So in regards to the theatre, then, is there any plans, for external, what's the question I'm trying to ask? Is there bigger acts that you've got planned then?
We're always open to opportunity.
Yes.
So anybody can, and they're always going to listen to anybody who comes to approach us. But the bigger, the better.
Mm-hmm.
But also, we want to provide something for everybody. That's the whole point of this place, is providing something for an act for everybody in the community.
Yeah.
So if you have a look at our demographics from all ages.
Brilliant. And how long has the theatre actually been here?
This one's been here for over 5 years now.
It used
to be in the old. The community centre used to be the old one just down the road, and now behind you, a few hundred yards that way.
Okay.
But now, obviously, but it didn't have a theatre like this.
No. Just a couple of seats, a bucket.
During lockdown, they've been using this theatre for exams. They've been using it for NHS groups. So.
Oh, brilliant!
It never stops in here.
We'll talk a bit more about you then. So music is obviously nothing strange to you. Your actual main job is?
I manage the HMV in Carlisle and the one in Workington at the moment. And I've been at HMV for 17 years, man and boy.
Yeah. So how is, like you say, the lockdown? Now everything's open and people can come to your stores and buy records and CDs and shirts and all that. How's that been?
The shop's been really busy. Everybody's been coming in. It seems like everybody's been saving up their money to come back and buy their records again, which has been, really good and positive to see.
I saw on your social media that you got some Line of Duty mugs in.
Yeah, the wee donkey ones.
I don't get it. I don't watch Line of Duty, so if anybody
need to watch the show to get the
I think there's like 6 seasons now, so I'm probably well behind. So I'm not even going to attempt it.
This guy Hastings, the main one in it, he has his little phrases that everybody quotes him on now. And the one about the wee donkey seems to be the favourite series. Even though it only finished 2 weeks ago, they've already made a mug for it, which is for sale in the shop. So
fair enough. So as I said, people can find you on the Harraby Theatre website. We'll post that on the Chaturday Live Facebook page, so you guys can go over there, have a look at the events, get some tickets. Obviously, start supporting your local community. The local acts as well that are going to be on here, pantos, obviously all sorts like comedians and whatnot's going to be in here. So
there's a whole brochure.
Of things. Again, if you go onto their websites or their Facebook pages, they're constantly uploading stuff, what's happening in the community and what's happening here. So please do check it out. Support the, as I keep saying, the local community. I can't stress this enough. These guys have been out, racking their brains for over a year now. I'm in an hour when, entertainment is coming back, and it looks like it's back for good, fingers crossed, So they've been waiting patiently as well as you guys. So, let's support each other. They're putting on the events. You guys just need to turn up to the events, and hopefully we'll get back to normality and enjoy ourselves a little bit more for the rest of the year, because the start of it was a little bit poo, as they say.
It's kind of we try and move forward, and it's obviously us having everything back open and a full list of events for the year. That's the main thing, and everybody just seemed really happy to have us back. All the events have been. We've started to sell tickets again for everything, so. Still can always sell more, but I'm hoping the more confident people get with being out again and everything opening up again, then obviously stuff will start picking up.
And then I must ask you, what's your favourite kind of music?
Same old question when somebody asks you that. I like a bit of everything. But, if people at work ask me, they probably say he's always playing the Foals. That's probably the main one. I'm only playing the Foals, playing New Order most days. Ben Howard, Fontaines. So I do have a good mix of it. I think a lot of my music stuck in about 2006, so trying to still move into the new music.
Brilliant. If any of you guys that are watching have any questions for Russ, then please send them in, because when we interview our next guest, he will still be in the room and we can shout the questions across or bring him back. There's not a question. So if you have any questions about the theatre, the community centre itself, or anything that happens here, if Russ knows the answer, we'll grab him straight back on and get him to answer the questions for you, if that's all right. So I want to say thank you very much, Russ, for joining us on the sofa. We're going to literally slide over. We're going to do a handover. So we're going to come off the screen and then straight back on. And as in magic, our next guest will be here. Remember to like, share, follow Chaturday Live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, anywhere else that the social media platform has.
YouTube.
In YouTube, we are here in support of mental health awareness. So every like, share, follow may reach some people that want to enjoy some sort of entertainment through these hard times, and that's what we're here for. So once again, thank you very much, Russ, and we will be back very And we're back, and just if by magic, I'm joined by the incredible Indie Street Club Band. If you'd like to introduce yourselves, we have
Alex,
Dan,
Ryan,
Connor,
and they're a local band from Carlisle, and I'm guessing the style of music is in the name.
yeah, kind of a
Reggae band, obviously. Indie band in Carlisle, guys. Welcome to Chaturday Live. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Not a problem at all. So if you want to give us a brief description on who you are, how it all started, we'll go right from the beginning. So how did you guys all meet?
What's that to Ryan? Because he's
School for me and Ryan. We started when we were in year 7 together through school, doing school bands and stuff. And then when we all kind of left school, we'd started trying to find folk to get a band. Dan joined, and then we roped Alex in.
It's as simple as that. So how long have you guys been going?
almost 3 years now.
Is it?
Yeah, 3 years. So you're still all quite young then, in comparison to many. So you've been going 3 years now. So I guess that you all kind of like the same style of music. Who came up with the idea then of indie music and the inspirations? So you guys, I mean, if I can get a collective, how old are you then? So
22.
22,
18.
So I wouldn't expect you guys to be listening to like Oasis and stuff like that. You know, obviously that's not your age group, so we speak. Obviously, that's very much 90s, 80s, and so on. So yeah. So who got into the old school indie style then influence?
To be fair, I only started listening to indie since joining the band. It was never really my style, so I just got influenced off these lot. Sorry.
You're all right. Just going to get our sound technician to come screaming through the door again. He's just like, hold the mics up. So who were your influences then? So what kind of bands are you listening to then?
Before I joined this band, I always listened to The Who because of my dad.
Brilliant.
Always I've been old rock and then Oasis all the time. Just always been into old music. I don't like any of the new stuff that comes out. I hate it with passion. But I've always been old instruments. That's what I think music is, not computers.
Unless it's Liam Gallagher. So who plays what and who does what in the band then? That might be easier.
I'm the drummer.
I write all the songs.
You write all the song. What's your name again?
Ryan.
So Ryan's claiming all these and everything that goes in between. So you write the songs.
He's a singer if you've not noticed.
So yeah, okay. He's very out there. So you're the singer. So singing come naturally? Is it in the family? Something that you've started yourself?
No, not that enough.
I remember one of our first school gigs when we played and Ryan sang. He was in that corner over there, and he sang Taylor Swift "Love Story." I think it was, wasn't it?
Of all the songs,
I was only about 12.
he was only about 12.
12, 13, it'd have been, yeah.
Still listens to it religiously.
Last week.
So you've been going then. So you write your own songs, and did you originally go out as like a cover to start off with? Do you do some covers when you first started?
Yeah,
out?
we started off doing pubs and bars or whatever, and then and then we just started doing our own. We started trying to write our own stuff and tour about doing our own things, just playing wherever we can and whenever we can, really. And then now we're gonna just try build it back up again after not being able to do anything for a year. Just get back out there.
How has that been for you? Because obviously, as I said to Russ, obviously entertainment's just kind of like taking a right knock on the head. You guys obviously going from trying to build yourselves up, getting your name out there, doing gigs everywhere and anywhere, and then just being taken away from you. I mean, what kind of plan of action have you got for the future then? Where you set your sights for the end of 21? Where do you want to kind of be?
Just to get back out there, really.
Yeah,
aren't I?
definitely.
Build the momentum back up that we had before lockdown, obviously, because we're just starting to make a name for ourselves, getting up and down Cumbria, up and down the UK, and to then stop completely.
I dare say the back end of 2019.
Give him the mic. Swap the mics over. Just throw them around. You're all right.
Yeah, I'd say definitely the back end of 2019. We were on the verge of going somewhere there. We had a lot of interest in Manchester and stuff for going and doing gigs there, but obviously everything that's happened, we haven't been able to go and fulfill it, really.
Yeah. So I think one of your last gigs is actually quite ironic. Was you did a live stream gig from here, didn't you?
We did, yeah.
How did that go then? Did that feel weird? You know, with not so much of a bigger audience, you're doing it over the
It felt
internet.
weird having just 3 people in the crowd clapping, but no, it was a good bit of fun. It was good to
It was good to play
yeah.
and know that people were watching. It was good.
Yeah.
It's different when you're in our lockup where we practice. It's awful. It's tiny. You come out with tinnitus and that's it. You're not playing for anyone. Playing for someone's. Well, it's everyone's passion in this band. Otherwise, we wouldn't do it, would we?
So which one's the drummer?
Me.
Oh, you're very loud for a drummer. You know, they normally very quite quiet. So I've been in many bands, and there's always a consistency with the drummers. Can I just ask, does he only care about his own equipment?
Yeah.
Is he? And is he
Because of
always?
that.
Is he the last one in and tells you to move all your stuff out of the way as well when you turn up to a gig?
No, that's Ryan.
That's Ryan.
Like I said, not stigma towards drummers. Obviously, all drummers are very nice people and they're very happy, outgoing people, but they do make a lot of mess. So how long have you been drumming?
Since I started school, year 7. I started getting drum lessons in year 7.
Okay, so you did take lessons then. It wasn't
Yeah,
something that
but
you just picked up.
From about year 10 to year 11, I never touched the drum kit until me and Ryan started playing again.
Yeah. I've listened to some of your stuff, so I'm not completely naive, and I think it's quite nice. It's really good.
Thank you.
So, and if you would have noticed, I think that I got the right band because I did it on TikTok and tagged you in it, and I think I got the right band. Was that right? I did get the right band. I was making sure there wasn't another indie street club, and I've just tagged you with your photos with another band. So, you know, you are out there on social media as well, very active as well. I mean, okay, I'm a little bit older than you, not by much, as you guys could probably see by my complexion, but you know, how have you guys found the social media then? Has it been quite key through this pandemic, trying to like stay in contact with fans?
Definitely now, social media is more important than ever.
You just need to not get drunk and stay away from it, don't you?
Yeah. Speak from experience there.
Yeah.
Right, who's posting stuff on the internet?
Ryan.
Oh, right. No, social
Portable
media.
nights in, 12 bottles of Kronenberg down. And
Yeah. No, it plays a massive part, especially now that everything's digital, everything's online. It's how everyone connects to each other. So to be able to like smash it out and get our name out there through social media, it's vital.
And with social media, where can people find you? Obviously, I found you everywhere, but I'm guessing that's the answer, isn't it? You are everywhere, even on TikTok. You're on Instagram. I know you're on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube.
We tried TikTok like 2 videos, and that was about it.
Oh, was it?
We need to get back onto that. We're on everything: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Nah, I don't think we can do that.
Tinder.
Just done.
Just he's very quiet.
He's a bass player.
You're the bass player. You're very
Aye.
quiet. Just keep yourself yourself.
Aye.
Facebook. But in fairness, obviously the bass player keeps the band.
Do you want to see a very
Most
interesting
questionable
tattoo?
tattoos in the business.
Yeah. Okay. you got drunken tattoos as well?
No, it was a sober decision. Believe
A
it or
sober
not.
decision. He's got everything
Get out,
live,
come on. Peer pressure.
live on
this.
social media. Like, show your tattoos off, and we'll have a question about it. No, you're all right. So, again, we'll talk to you then. So, becoming a bassist, then, how long have you been playing the bass?
10 years maybe.
Yeah.
Aye.
Something that you, again, in the family, or just picked up yourself, or
Picked up myself. Well, I tried guitar first. I didn't like it.
no?
And I preferred
Too many
bass.
strings. Yeah,
No,
that's
it's
fine.
just too small.
Too small.
It felt just too small. Didn't like it.
No. So you like having the bass where the neck goes all the way
Yeah.
into the audience, and you can hurt people.
Yeah.
That's the one. Okay. I want to ask as well. I watched one of your videos, and you shocked me straight away, where you were singing, and then you went straight in to playing lead. That's quite rare, having a lead singer also play lead on.
Man of many talents.
No, I just want to commend you on
practice.
that. I want to commend you on that,
Cheers.
obviously, because you literally finished a line and straight went into a solo, and I was like, where did that come from?
It's just a lot of practice, and yeah, that's all it's down to, practice and commitment, and knowing what you're doing, not going into things unsure or unrehearsed, or it's down to that really.
I think if anybody was tuning in now that doesn't already follow you and should, as on social media, as we've just said, what kind of artists would you say are your influences then to your music that you're using now then, or creating?
I would say, have you heard of a band called Stereophonics? So I don't know what you listen to.
Yes.
I would
They were
say,
around when I was a young lad as well.
I would say we sound a little bit like them, and
Yeah.
the Verve,
Yeah, okay.
Jake Bug.
Yeah.
I would
Obviously, I'm
say- I
very
would
old.
say
I'm
we're
just
quite-
guessing who these people are.
Quite influenced by those.
I like the Jake Bug vibe that you've got going on.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty clever. So I saw obviously on your Instagram and Facebook that you're in the studio, you're getting some new stuff right down then. I mean, trying to get yourselves together all collectively in one space, obviously with the pandemic, learning them and get it all. How's that been? Like, say, are you on top of it now? Would you say that?
Yeah, so we were there 2 weekends ago. 1 week ago. Get some new tunes recorded. Just get back to the swing of it, really. Just to get back to the momentum. Practice it.
If any of you guys are watching have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. We can ask them straight to the guys as well. So let's talk live gigs then. Have you got anything coming up that people can get interested in? Have you got a live gig people can?
Kendall Calling. That's our first. That's our first planned show back. I think it'll be on the. It's organised by BBC Introducing Cumbria.
Is that
Saturday. Don't know the exact date. Don't know
what date? Not day. What date is
I
Kendall?
think
barrier.
it's the week. It's the first week. It's the last weekend of July, rolling onto the first week of August.
And it's not in Kendall.
No.
No, it's Penrith, isn't it?
It's Penrith. Yeah. My wife, she's originally from Kendall, and she was, let's go to Kendall Corner. And she went, yeah, it's in Penrith. I went, okay, let's just go Penrith pants. We'll call it that, or whatever. How did you? And were you spotted? Did you ask? Did you? How in a band? If you're going to give tips and tricks, how do you get playing your local bars?
Speak to us.
I think it's just about people listening to your music and seeing you playing, and I think Russ helped speak to folk he knew, and submitting your music to BBC Introducing. Obviously, that's the stage we're going to be playing. So for anyone wanting to get into it, I think that's the best way. Any music you make, upload your tracks onto the website. It's a BBC Introducing website, and they'll take it from there. If you're good enough, you get played.
Sorry.
If you're not,
If you don't get heard, then you're rubbish. Simple as that. How many albums have you got then?
0.
0 albums.
Got 1 EP and 2 singles on Spotify.
I feel
and
old.
music and that.
Somebody said to me that people don't do albums anymore. It's normally just single after single
I
after
think it's for
single.
unsigned bands. If you do bring an album out, or you bring 4 albums out, and you've got 40 songs on Spotify, Then you go sign a record deal with someone, and you bring out your debut album. You know what I mean? Whereas you've already got 8 albums and 60 tracks for people to listen to. So I think it's about trying to release music slowly and getting folk interested in it, rather than just release 10 songs and 5 people listen to them. Do you know what I mean? So you release a track every 3 or 4 months and try promote it as much as you can before you release the next one.
Where would you say, we'll do like highs and low, we'll call it out. Where has your best gig to date been?
Maryport.
Where's that?
Atmosphere.
In terms of atmosphere and fans.
Yeah, in terms of
atmosphere and the way they the way they acted there was unbelievable, especially for showing up and there being 4 people in the pub going to get cash out at the cash machine, and then you can't even get to your equipment when you come back. It was quite a good atmosphere. Like,
we played at the Brickyard in Carlisle with before the Stone Roses tribute act. So although it was a good tribute act, the Stone Roses is a brilliant band. So anyone playing their songs, it's going to be a good night. So that was quite good to play with. We've played Longborough Field Fest with a little festival, which was quite good. And when we played at HMV in Carlisle, that's quite good because you're surrounded by records and it's different. You know what I mean? It's not like playing a live gig. You're in it.
I saw that you putting discs into your back pocket while playing. I saw that on the video. Did you catch him doing that on CC? Let him off this once. That's all right. Nick of the Taylor Swift stuff. That's the. So, you know, where I'm from originally, you can guess I'm not from Carlisle. I'm from down south here, a little place called Suffolk. The music scene down there is very small. Would you say that up here you've got a lot more opportunities? There's more places or you up here?
Carlisle's very secluded in the music scene. It's got all the facilities to be great, but it's not. It's the
God damn it! If you're a celebrity watching now, play Carlisle. Put it on the map.
The possibilities they've had here with the folk they've had playing at Bits Park, the likes of Brian Adams and that, and the Sand Centre facilities are awesome. This is good. Brickyard's class, but people aren't interested in this sort of music up here. It's a shame, really. Like,
Or the trumpet.
Yeah.
Off. So obviously you've got Kendal Calling coming up, which isn't in Kendal, and it's on Saturday. A Saturday. We don't know which one yet. They've not got the dates. Weekend of the 29th of July. Thank you very much, Russ, for coming. You do mean a lot to us. You do mean a lot to us over there. What we'll do then, as fans of the page, what we'll do is that we will, when that gig comes up, we'll.
Thank you.
I've heard your music. It needs to be out there. People deserve to listen to it. You're pretty good. You're all right. You know. You're not me, but you're doing all right. Like you say, you've been together 3 years now. I mean, what's the biggest band argument then? What do we argue about the most? Come on, let's be
Ryan, really.
Yeah, go on. Get the goss out there.
yeah.
All right then. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll do something different. Because obviously, as a band, as a collective, and on social media, you're a band and a collective in theory. So everybody hears stuff about the band. But we're going to take this opportunity now. I'm going to ask you some questions individually, and you're going to tell the viewers at home something that they don't know about you already. So it's all right. It's not gonna be too painful. We'll ask the same question. You guys can all answer. Okay. So, what was the first single you downloaded?
We'll start with Connor.
I don't even know what that'll be. I honestly couldn't even tell you the songs I download. Like,
okay, what was the last thing on your phone you listened to? We'll go that way then. What was the last band on your phone, other than yourselves, that you listened to, or on the radio?
The Enemy. It'll be.
The Enemy.
Yeah, Had Enough. It's probably the song I listen to the most.
Yes, I've had enough. You might be looking for a new drummer.
They want to fire some applications now, John.
That's fine. I play drums as well. No, you're joking. What about you? Last song that you listened to? If it's that difficult,
I can't tell you really. But the first albums I bought was actually a McFly album. Believe it or not.
There's nothing wrong with McFly whatsoever. And then the last single, you can't remember what.
No, probably something Oasis.
Yeah,
that's usually what my phone.
Do you know your first and last?
And the last one I listened to was probably think it was Love Gun by Kiss.
Yeah, that's different.
And
Yeah.
first it was probably Beatles, maybe.
Even better. So your music's there.
You
So
were-
people.
always.
So obviously, a lot of people get stereotypical about ages and people and what they listen to. You know, you think the younger generation are all listening to younger generation music, but you guys are living proof that you do appreciate classic music, as we can call it, real music. I call it, which is with instruments and real singers, and none of the stereotypical, you know, auto tune that you'll find on X Factor and stuff. What was your first and last?
The last one I listened to, Gravity by John Mayer.
Okay.
First thing I downloaded, probably some weird Brazilian tune from some dodgy websites with it.
I'm glad you said Brazilian tune.
Because he's from because he's from Brazil. If you
just
want
from
to
Brazil.
It's
Anything
not some
from-
random. No.
No, okay. Right. If music wasn't something that you were into, what would your dream job be?
Something where I didn't have to get out of bed and I earned millions while doing me. Like, honestly, don't know. Genuinely, not a clue.
Football.
Probably.
All want to be footballers, big money.
Uh,
I mean, if you wanted to be a football player, you could play under Jurgen Klopp because he insists that no player can play more than 90 minutes a week. So you'll be fine there. So you'll do well there. You make a lot of money for 90 minutes. All right, then next question. Where do you want to play? What venue do you guys want to play in the future? Imagine that you're selling out, you know, stadiums and all sorts.
Wembley.
Obviously, Glasgow. Anywhere in the world, doesn't have to be UK based either, is, you know. But you're saying Glasgow, that's where you want to be. Anybody else?
Yeah, it's the biggest festival to play for UK musicians or
That's it. Just hold it to his face.
yeah.
Glasgow.
Glastonbury. If
Anywhere that you'd like to play specifically? Wembley.
Wembley or Sydney Opera House.
Old Trafford.
Sydney Opera House. That's a good one. That's a good one. Sydney Opera House. Like I say, that's
Iconic.
iconic. Yeah. What other questions can we ask you then? Do you all drive?
Nope.
Yeah, I do.
You do, yeah. So does that mean that you're constantly picking these guys up for gigs?
No, they'll walk.
They
Well,
walk.
they actually walk here today.
We normally use Dan's father's van sometimes anyway, which is handy.
So what you're saying is live on social media that you would like to be sponsored a tour bus that somebody could give you. That's right, yeah. So if
Yes.
anybody out there has a bus or anything that they'd like to support the band with and just give it away, they'd love. That's
Oh, I
fine.
have just bought quite a big car of them, so I can
It
get.
doesn't work if I
It
don't
doesn't
put-
work half the time.
Spending his millions on a car that doesn't work. Again, guys, if you've got any questions for the band, Erin has asked, who is single in the band?
Alex.
It's a question. It's the question. Erin has asked.
Yeah, me and Dan.
Single and ready to mingle? He's like, don't know.
Any comment, Dan?
Yeah, just buy me Greg's. That's fine. That's,
Aye.
he's like, that's fine. There you go.
Aye,
So if you
mash.
see the guy, you see the guys at a gig, you know, just rock up with a Greg sausage
Mash is
roll.
the way to his heart.
Don't
Buy
ask
a
him about
match.
his tattoo.
Don't ask him about his tattoo.
Don't ask about tattoos
Get it
either.
to me and Ryan and make him show you where he was for a drink.
So in regards to like social media and stuff like that, how have you found the response then? Obviously during the pandemic, then have people still been quite responsive in like, you know, staying in contact?
It's been really good, and obviously our live gig here really helped like push it because everyone was doing it, but like nobody was doing it like in a theater or something like that. Everyone's doing it in their own houses and like split up and that.
I think we were all massively shocked with how many people actually
Yeah.
tuned into that live gig as well. It was
Did you plug it and promote it?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's what happens, isn't it? Not just being told at 9:30 last night that the band are coming on the show. Russ,
I think
That's that's how we do it around here.
Rock and roll.
I think
that.
the main
That's
thing.
very rock and
I
roll.
think the main thing is
I know. 6:30 this afternoon. There's 4 of them, not 2. So,
I think the main thing is doing it on different platforms, not just one. You know what I mean? We had it on YouTube and Facebook
And
and
Twitch and
Twitter
that,
and
yeah.
Twitch and
I
just
think
mixing
what
it
helped
out.
it as
all the
well,
others.
everybody was stuck at home, so it was a lot easier for more people to see us promote it.
Yeah.
Because if somebody like I don't know, usually me, if I see something promoted, I'll just go. I mean, I just scroll past it aimlessly through Instagram and all that. But if you're stuck at home, you pay attention a lot more. So I think that helped quite a lot as well.
I don't think they were clapping next door for your run. I think somebody reached their weight goal in
They're going crazy. They're going crazy to see our tattoo.
Yeah, done.
Are we obsessed now? All right. Do you know what? We're going to go off topic here. You got to show your tattoo. They've gone on about it so much now.
Would you like a photo of it?
Yeah. If you don't show it live, we have a photo that we will show to the camera anyway. Just show it live. Go on. Where is it?
He'd have to take his top off.
How bad is it?
Oh, it's shocking. It's a troll in his armpit, man.
It's a troll in.
And the troll's hair is his armpit hair.
Right.
And he was sober when he got this.
Yeah, and he was sober when he got that. That's the worst part.
Right. Seconds by the power of social media. Okay. Right. I think I can get this to go. Right.
Screen share.
I will do it from here as well, so bear with me 2 seconds. I think I can do it from here. If I can't, it's fine. I'm going to take it to the camera. Bear with me 2 seconds.
He's proper zoomed in as well.
Well, this is not what people expected, is it?
The worst part was a sober decision. Of course, me yelled at him.
The worst part is he said he's getting his other one done next week.
He said he's getting coloured in.
You're getting it coloured in. I like it.
We're not going to Mag anymore.
Are you guys planning any trips away together then? Like, are you going to do like a tour as well? Is that the idea?
We were supposed to go to
Amsterdam.
last year, and then this year we're just going on a bit of a lads holiday
To Penrith.
Magaluf.
To Penrith, Kenmore
We had a
Corner.
band doing Penrith. That was decent.
We had a band doing Penrith when I was 17. And we had to go home after the first pub.
They wouldn't let us in. They wouldn't let us drink the first pub. I was like, oh, I'm only the Cokes. And he goes, yeah, I can't serve any of yous. I was like, oh, fairs. Cheers, real way in.
Now he's
Shout out. That's it. You're off our gig list now. That's all going off. Like you say, how many songs are you working on currently then?
we've got a few. We recorded two last weekend, so we'll have a couple of new singles coming out before
Getting the calling so people can hear what's going down, or
and the big gig here.
Yeah, got a secret gig.
are we allowed to
about
announce the secret gig then?
Yeah,
Are we doing it?
debuting it today. Yeah.
Go, we're debuting it right here live on Chaturday Live. What's going down
Well, 23rd of October, it's a Saturday, I believe.
this year?
I'm close with it. We're playing here at the Harraby Theatre. We've got support bands, obviously local. We've got Palo Alto and Riot Androids, some class local bands. Tickets are £6, and they go live from tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm told.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m. You can get them from our social media. We'll have links for it. HMV. There's a website, but it's ticketsource.co.uk/Indie Street Club. Get it at the Harraby Theatre. Their website. There's a number. Yeah, box office number.
What we'll do is Chaturday Live again. We'll take that image if you send it to us.
Yeah.
We will put it on the Chaturday Live Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and everything. We will post it everywhere as well and try and get people involved. As they said, here, October the 23rd, possibly a Saturday. He's not sure.
I'll show up and play.
£6 a ticket. If you're not listening to music from some pretty cool guys, and these guys will be there as well. Me and Russ are going to do like a flute and tambourine. You know, we're going to support you. We'll just go on and just make some noise. That's it. Russ is going to do a bass. Just,
got a tambourine you can have.
you're busting my melon, man. That's it. That's all we're going to do. We're going to pack it out in here and hopefully have a good night. So again, if you're looking for something to do for the rest of the year, start booking stuff in, because you shouldn't be going abroad. You should be coming to Harraby Theatre for a good night out and seeing these guys. And I think Erin wants your phone number. She hasn't said that, but I'm guessing that's it. Right, have you guys, what'd she say? Are you guys looking for any features on any songs? Would you be open to that if you found the right artist? Would you have a collab?
I mean, we write songs all the time where we think we need a different sound, and we're always constantly thinking and then just kind of plugging it in with the computer softwares and that. So
Yeah, well, I think, this is from Erin, who was literally just blowing up the comments. If Erin is putting herself forward to be, maybe she should just contact you guys
Message
directly
us on Instagram.
on Instagram.
or
On
Facebook,
Instagram,
whicheone's
Aaron, get hold of them on Instagram and say, "Hi, I'm Aaron. You know me from Chaturday Live," and get some collabs. And and obviously you can find him on.
Is it Aaron McKnight?
No,
No, okay.
is that like an ex that you don't want to talk about?
No.
She's found me.
I'm hoping not
I changed. I've changed the name.
One of his pals.
All right then. And for Aaron's point of view, a romantic, are you a night in or a night out kind of guy? Each of you answer.
They're the single.
As long as there's pie, as long as there's pie mash and a pint, that's what he wants. That's what he wants. It doesn't matter whether it's
That's
with
done
his
in a
food.
nutshell, that.
Are you an in or an out? You know, night in or a night out?
You are.
belly button.
Yeah, in or out. We're not doing that.
No, I do love a good night out, but little movie night in's class as well.
There you go. Right, way to his hat. What about you guys? Staying in or going out?
I'm 50-50. It depends what mood I'm in. Like, it can change in an hour.
Yeah.
Going out, definitely, for me.
Yeah.
Most of the time. It's probably about 75, 25% actually, I'd say.
You could run for prime minister with that kind of answer. I'm
it's not
50-50. I'm
50-50, but mostly this
50-50.
one.
Yeah, I'm 50-50 about going in and out, but mostly 75-25% definitely going out. I'd definitely be going out 50-50, 75-85.
White
They say
drums.
about
Yeah.
90 to 10 actually, more I think about it.
Every time after gigs, though, it's like, oh, we're calling it a night, and it kind of goes, so who's coming out then?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
It's like, who's going out? Let's not stay in this dive we played in. Let's go somewhere else.
Find him at 3 in the morning at walkabout by himself.
3 in the morning with Dan.
Again, some more intimate questions about you. What kind of movies do you like?
Action and comedies.
Action and comedies? Are you all the same pretty much? You
Yeah.
come as a collective.
He'll watch something weird. Dan, like,
Dan's proper like rom-com, I can see.
Yeah.
I-
Something
I
about
rate a
something
good
about
horror, you know.
Mary or something like that.
I
is
rate a
what
good
you
horror movie.
like a horror
I
movie.
like a good horror
There you
movie.
go.
Not by myself, though. Fuck that. Sorry.
So right, you're at 10 to 8. We're watersheded this far. I don't think anybody actually monitors our Facebook page and just goes that was bang out of order. I think you'll be fine. And last but not least, plans for Christmas. Have you got any gigs coming up? Is that your idea? You want to be out or in for Christmas?
I'd hope so.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
take it as it comes, really. Like, we won't turn a gig down unless we can't do it.
I've got a little girl due in 5 weeks on Tuesday, so we spend the first Christmas as the 3 of us with my girlfriend, so probably be in.
So you'll be in.
Probably be in.
So we're looking for a
So we went to the
guitarist
pub,
and singer
don't
as
we?
well for Christmas. So they're just looking for depths all over the place to keep the band. And then from my point of view, would you guys be open to doing a live set on Chaturday Live at some point in the future? 100%?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Russ, can we have the theatre at one night and have these guys performing live again on our show? Yeah? You don't really.
What a
You
legend
don't.
Russ is.
Huh?
What a legend Russ is.
Russ is a legend. In HMV, we can get that split again. We'll sort. So he's the fixer, and
Or
he's the
both.
guy. He's just like, I'll sort it. That's fine. Want something? I'll get it for you. That's fine. Even right. Talk about like proper backstage, in your rider sort of thing. You turn up here and expect a cup of tea. These guys got Capri Suns before the show.
Quality.
Look at that. He's like
Quality.
banging. It's like Capri Suns. Talk about a rider. Like they're just like, I want M&Ms and I want Capri Suns. That's how we roll.
Only red Skittles.
And only red skill.
They're the only decent ones. If you like the orange ones, you're not right.
They all taste the same.
Nah. Nah.
This is the question now. Again, you can find these guys, the Indie Street Club, on Facebook. Well, pretty much just type them in on social media, type them in on Google, and you'll find them everywhere.
Applause for that.
A round of applause for that. I think somebody else has lost another stone. So I don't know if it's because they're listening to us. If they are in there eating donuts, listening to us on Facebook, we do apologize. Thank you very much for tuning in. That's the whole like joy of this as well. It is we are in a community theatre with other things going on as well, and that's the whole point. These guys are a local band supporting their local pubs, clubs, theatres, and it works both ways. So if you are a pub owner, club owner, and looking for an act, get hold of these guys, have a question with it. They are literally performing for less than $5,000 a night. So you know it's a bargain. I'm becoming their new agent. $5,000 okay a night?
A night.
We can earn that.
Yeah.
I'll sort it out. So all right.
What's the cut?
50, 50,
one of my
85,
answers.
25. I'm gonna deal with him. Oh, I'll just say to him, what do you think the cut should be? 50, 50, 85, 15, 25, 75. We'll deal with it on the night. It's like, have it all. I don't care. It's fine. That's fine. I'm a drummer. No one cares. It's fine. I've got my kit. That's fine. Well, we're coming up to the hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks very much for tuning in to Chaturday Live this evening. As much as we like having fun, it is so unplanned, so unpredictable, and that's the idea of the channel. It's just fun entertainment. But the serious note behind it is that we are here in support of mental health. Please do still check in with friends and family. Send them a text, email, check them out on social media. Make sure everybody's okay. Just because somebody says they're okay doesn't necessarily mean that they can't do with a chat every now and then. So check in with like your grandparents, people abroad, people locally. It doesn't really matter. If you don't already follow Chaturday Live, please do, because we have amazing guests every week. So follow us on social media. And if you follow Chaturday Live, if you don't follow these guys, once again, make sure you do follow the Industry Club. You can find them on. Appreciate the support. Every single like, follow, subscription, and subscribe goes a long way, and these guys appreciate it. It makes what they do worthwhile because they're making music for you guys as well. So please do check them out. And is it just the Industry Club on YouTube as well? They can check out your stuff.
Industry Club on all platforms at Spotify, iTunes.
Okay.
Buy your tickets tomorrow, 9 a.m.
And buy the tickets as well for October. £6 a ticket here at Harraby Theatre on the 23rd. Did we say it was?
Yes.
We did say that. We're going to put posts. We're going to for the rest of the week, we're going to literally smash Chaturday Live with their stuff as well. So it's that's the whole point of Chaturday Live. If you are out there as well, you have a hobby, talent, small business, or you're in a band or anything like that, and you'd like to put yourself out there on social media, have a chat with me. Get in touch with the chat show on one of our social medias as well, and we'll enjoy it. But we're going to sign off now and say thanks very much, guys. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Not a problem. Thanks for joining in. And we'll see you all again next time on Chaturday Live. Thanks very much.